for someone who can play though. Wanna hang with me? I'm not really looking for a friend.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you what I eat in a day while I'm following a low-carb keto lifestyle. I'm starting off with my coffee and adding a little bit of skinny sauce, mocha flavored. I found it at Home Goods and I put just a little bit in it because I don't want it to taste too artificial sweetener. And then I use a French vanilla nut pod that I really like, gives it just enough flavor. And then I put a little bit of the Picnic Original Creamer. I found this at Costco. It has grass-fed butter and protein and some MCT oil in that. And all this just makes for a nice cup of coffee for me in the morning. For lunch, I decided to make a chicken stir fry, so here I'm just cutting up my chicken. And now I'm going to cook my chicken, and I like using avocado oil. It is a high heat oil, so it doesn't ever get really smoky or anything like that. So while my chicken is cooking, I'm cutting up the vegetables, and I'm using a green bell pepper, a red bell pepper, and I think I use a yellow bell pepper. And I chop up some onion, and I also add in some broccoli and some riced cauliflower. And while my chicken was cooking, I added some pink Himalayan salt and pepper. And when it's finished cooking to the way I like it, I take it out of the pan and let it sit, and I add in all the vegetables and let that cook.
Life was dull until you came. I was breathless when we first met. Couldn't keep my hands away. I was speechless when we
This particular pan didn't have a lid, so I just added one. And I'm just giving the veggies a stir, making sure nothing is sticking together. Here I'm adding a little bit of liquid aminos, which is like a natural soy sauce, but it's not soy, so it has a salty taste. Okay, so once the vegetables have cooked down to the way I like them, I add my chicken back in just to make sure it's still a little warm and heated up. And then I serve myself. And every afternoon I have cold coffee with heavy whipping cream. So you just see me here getting it all together. I decided to make a fat bomb for myself, so I'm showing you how to do it here. I have a sugar-free packet of Jell-O. I prefer peach flavor. I dissolve it in a cup of boiling water, and you have to let that get cold. And then you can mix together a softened block of cream cheese and add 10 ounces of heavy whipping cream. Mix it together until it gets pretty thick. You can see there that it's pretty thick. Once you got all that mixed up, then you add the cold mixture of Jell-O. I add just a little bit at a time just to make sure it's thoroughly mixed. And I don't add the entire cup just because I don't like it to taste too diet-ish. And I separate it into 2 cups and put it in the refrigerator to set. I was still pretty full from lunch, so for supper I decided to have crustless pizza. I warmed up my air fryer, and I start by adding a little bit of cheese into this round pan. When I'm eating low carb, I really enjoy the crustless pizza, so I usually buy the big bag of mozzarella cheese, and this is the whole milk mozzarella cheese. For some reason it melts a whole lot better than any of the others. And I just stick it in the air fryer to get that crust going.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
It's done, and so I'm taking it out, and I'm going to add my pizza sauce and some pepperoni and a little bit more cheese. You can add whatever you want to. You can customize it to your liking. Sometimes when I'm feeling spicy, I add jalapenos, and sometimes I don't. When I make crustless pizza in the air fryer versus a pan on the stove, I like using the mini pepperonis. They crisp up a lot better.
I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
Okay, and now it's ready, and it looks freaking amazing. I love the way the edges crisp. This one I made a little thin, so the edges crisp just a little bit too much, but it was okay. It doesn't taste like burnt cheese. I also forgot to mention that I really love using Rao's homemade pizza sauce. That stuff is really good, and it lasts a long time. Here is what the fat bomb looks like after it's been setting in the refrigerator all day. It's really creamy, it's really thick, and I don't eat this all in one setting. I take a spoonful, 1, maybe 2, sometimes 3 times a day. Just depends on what my cravings are like. Sometimes the fat will help with sugar cravings if you're having any. Anyway, that's what I had for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.